The locking hasp that I'll be using as a quick release for the miter extensions on both sides, it'll be mounted on the underside of the surface here of the miter table. It'll be directly mounted, not further down. I'll be drilling a 3/4 inch hole in this tenon that connects the miter extensions, and work in this situation because I'd have to mount it on here, and then that would stick down. It'd be something to get knocked around in shipping or when I'm moving it around, and then I have to notch the side of the bench so it would fit in. So I gave that a try. I did a bunch of experimenting and decided that this worked better, and I have this successfully mounted on the prototype. And this is going to go right on the underside of the miter saw surface. And so what I want to do is I want to make sure that I have room to mount it directly in front of this tenon where the 3/4 hole is going to be. And this backing, which provides the dado for the stop to slide through, I also have to think about the holes I'll be drilling. And this is just going to be glued to the underside, so I'll glue it and clamp it on one side and then put the other side on after it dries. But what I want to do is make sure that it is the right width. So I have it a little wide now. So if I line it up now with where it goes, and I look at where this is going to have to go mounted here, I need a little bit more room. So I think what I'm going to do is make this symmetrical. So I've got 7/8 on one side, I'm going to put 7/8 on the other. So I'll make that rip now. Okay, I'll let that glue up, and then I'll finish up the last portion of the top, the miter saw side of the bench. So I took a piece of 1/2 inch ply. It happened to be the perfect thickness to wedge down in the dado, and then push that tight to the main part of the bench. That gave me the proper overlap on the back side. And now to get the dado continuous from the extension, I've taken a piece of 1/2 inch ply, ran it through the table saw, reduced its thickness to the 3/8, which fits. It's a tight fit, but it fits in that, right in that dado. And I will use that to push the balance of the top here, and that'll give me a nice straight line. I'll be just gluing it here on this backing piece with the dado in it. And using no screws. One, it'll keep the bolt from the stops from falling through, and it'll also tie the tops together. The glue, I had glued the other side. It's very strong, so glue is the best fastener you can have. So, and then of course I'll glue it and screw it to the other part. So that'll tie the tops together real well. So now what I'll do is by placing these temporary spacers in to get a good fit and a nice straight line, then I'll cut a piece that's the proper width, and here I'll be cantilevering it to the saw. I'll probably leave myself an 1/8 of an inch, a 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch space for when I'm putting the saw in and out. And then on this side I'll need to put a miter cut at whatever angle this is here, just so that the saw can move all the way. Going the other way, it's far enough away it can just be a rectangular piece. So next I'll make these 2 rectangular pieces, get them all cut, fit, and then I'll glue them and screw them in place, and that will finish roughing the top out, so then I can start detailing it out with the holes for clamping and the dados for the table saw, and also cutting in the router table as well in the slot. So there's quite a bit of detailing to do, but the first thing is to get these next pieces on and glued so they can start drying. Once I glue this up and put the top on and screw it down, I won't be able to clamp this board with glue on it to the top. So I've cut some blocks from the scrap, and I'll reach in, I made them a little bit long, and I'll wedge them in. I got about 3 of them, and I'll just wedge them in like that to push up against the top once it's screwed down.